Star fam. Thank you all so much for joining me. Oh, Jesus. There's a lot going on over here. There's a lot going on in the studio. I have so much stuff because I was like, I'm filming so much stuff. The amount of things that I'm surrounded by right now is insane. Oh, guys, happy fall, y'all. Yes. Listen, I know it's fall for just about everybody else. In LA, it's still summer. It will be summer until October, but I do not care. It's fall for me, y'all. It's fall for me, y'all. How are we doing? Where's my drink? How are we doing? Now, listen, I should have known when everybody was hitting me up about this. Y'all was like, Nikki, have you seen this? I was just like, what happened on this show that got everybody making sure I saw it? Well, oh, yikes. My God, today. Listen, Love is Blind. Let's cancel the show. Let's let it go. The formula is done. Like, it's over. Let's let it go, because at this point, you are gearing up for another lawsuit. At this point, women are going to start suing this show and making you liable, because they're going to be like, you are not getting the proper background checks on these men who are coming on this show to play with our minds, bodies, and spirits. Let's cancel it. Let's do something else. Let's do maybe Love is Not Blind. Do a Love is Not Blind, right? Where people go after people because of their physical, and you work up to see if you're actually compatible. Maybe that's what it is. Start out by people just being very, what is the word I'm looking for? Superficial. You know what I mean? Just start off with, this is like the things that I like. This, I want a guy that's 6'5", or I want a girl 36, 24, 36, built like a brick house. Why don't you give at people what they're asking for, sight and everything, right? And see if that is really what they want. And put all of them in a house. Put everybody's type. Oh, we could call it the perfect type or something like that. Put everybody's type in the house and see if that, or the villa, and see if that is the actual type that they want. Speaking of the villa, let me real quick go to Love is Blind, Love Island. Don't they got a show premiering, what, next week, right? We don't know the cast. Show. What is the cast of Love Island? When is this show? It's almost next week. Anyway, they don't know what they're doing over there, child. But let's get into this show. Oh, Lord. So listen. I have a confession. I'm sorry, Srova. I wanted to believe that this man, you were so happy and y'all looked so good at the wedding, and he came out dressed in his Iranian regalia, and he said that he dressed up as the prince for the princess or whatever. I have to say, I wasn't gagged when I found out that they were no longer together. I was disappointed in him. I was hurt for her, but what never left me was when he said he can never get comfortable with a woman. Now, maybe it's because I went to performing arts high school, but he was dropping some signals. And I was like, that's a real interesting. And as for me in my house, if I'm with a guy and he's just like, I've never been comfortable with a woman, I'm going to be like, oh, okay. Well, this ain't going to work, because I don't want to be the first woman that you're comfortable with. Like, you know what I mean? I wanted it to go well. I wanted them to be together, But when Srova was just like, oh, in 3 months he told me goodbye, I was like, ugh. I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry, sis. I was so happy. Listen, with Nicolandria, I want to believe in men. I want to believe in love again. You know what I mean? I want to, maybe I felt like maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm too cold-hearted. Maybe I should ease up on these men and be nicer. You got to terrorize them. That's the only way they learn. That's the only way. You can't be nice to them. You got to terrorize them. My God, today. I felt so bad for her, but I was like, ugh. He kind of let you know. He kind of like as soon as he was letting you know that as soon as it gets to commitment time, I'm out. Even his brother was just like, he doesn't commit. You know what I mean? I just felt like it's unfortunate. But excuse me, because you're doing a happy birthday post to Martin Luther King. Do you mind? Whose birthday is it? No, it's not. Her birthday's in November. Okay, Mom, you got to go somewhere. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I was saying. You got to terrorize men. That's what I was saying. I felt bad for Srova. I felt bad for her family. Kyle, I did not like the way, even this is the thing, even though you're even tone and you're not raising your voice, you're still being disrespectful. The way he kept on talking over her mom when her mom was holding him accountable, like you came to that family. You said that you were going to love, honor, and respect their child. You acclimated yourself into the family. You knew you didn't want to be with that lady. So why spend Christmas with her and her family? Only to like a few days later, January 1st, be like, oh, I'm out of this situation. And I want to know what that Netflix contract looks like, because far too many of the men on that show got out January 1st. That's not a coincidence to me. Something is up with that situation. But I felt very bad for Srova because I felt like she was really into this. And I will be honest, I thought that Kyle was really into it as well. But there were just too many red flags, and too many red flags being two. And one is enough. Okay. One is too many, in my opinion. But the first one was him saying that he could never get comfortable with the woman. And the second was his brother saying he can't commit. That's his flesh and blood. Yeah, that was. I'm disappointed, but I'm not shocked. And the reason why I feel like Love is Blind needs to wrap it up, because it is obvious, and it's been obvious from the beginning, these men are coming on this show for fame. They're coming on the show to make a name for themselves. They're coming on this show because whatever they have in life is not working out. Now, are there some who do come on this show for love? Absolutely. The problem is, it's not all of them. It's very rare. Cam is very rare. Like, it's very rare that you find guys who are coming on the show to become husbands, to become fathers, to lead a house, to love a woman, to be a great partner to someone. A lot of them are not doing that. A lot of them are just being like, oh, I'm going to do this show for fun, sleep with this woman for a couple months, and then I'm going to get out of it. Build my Instagram following, become some kind of influencer, get myself in a position where I can get out of the terrible job that I'm at and, just have a really fun, great time. Because that's how I remember talking about like this experience. Like it was just like a little fun trip, a little fun fling at Disneyland, Japan. Like it wasn't marriage to them. And this show, I feel like it could get very tricky at some point with, women coming together and being like, listen, we came to this show honestly, and you guys had to know that these men were not serious, and you're essentially putting us in danger with these men, because if they can so easily lie to them, sleep with them, create an entire life for them, only to drop them when the show is over, or when that contract says, that they can start being honest about their relationship, then that's a problem. And I think y'all better wrap this show up before it gets to a point. of no return. Very, very unfortunate for all the women involved. Extremely diabolical to sit there and marry someone knowing that you don't want to be married, knowing that you are not going to commit to them, only to just lie to them in 3 months and be like, oh, there's no spark. You knew there wasn't a spark the minute you went through this process.
Enjoy starting.
Well, I mean, you got on these flip flops, you're clicking and clacking. They can hear you in the background.
That's Mama Star.
Well, it's hot.
That's Mama Star.
Yeah.
It's hot out there.
Hello, Star family, and if the minute's out, Latoya is out.
You'll see us soon.
Oh my gosh. Mom, get something to drink. It's hot.
Hi, Star family. You'll see us soon. Mom.
Clicking and clacking with the flip flop. Clicking and clacking. Anyway. Oh Lord. So here's the thing. It is not up to Kyle's brother to protect Srova. I will say he was very honest about who his brother is, because when the host asked them about like Kyle and, was he surprised? And, you were the one that said he couldn't commit. And he said, well, I'm not. basically, he was just like, I kind of knew that he would be here because he's always here. And I think what happens is he's confusing what he wants with what he sees us having, right? Because the guy was like, listen, he's looking at his siblings and he's seeing that we have these marriages and we're happy, and he wants that as well. He's kind of like mimicking or copying what we're doing, but it's not working out for him because this is probably not what he necessarily wants. And again, like it's not his responsibility to protect Srova. However, I think he said just enough, to keep his family intact, but also to be like, yo, this isn't good stock to invest in. Because I remember I was doing a review and I was just like, why would his brother even say that? Like, why would you say your brother can't commit like to somebody who was trying to marry him? Why would you say that? But I think that he was doing what he could do without messing up his situation with his brother. Because even Kyle got a little pissy with his brother and he was just like, well, I have other siblings as well. What the hell is that supposed to mean? What? Oh, you look up to your single siblings as well? Like, I just felt like he was, just throwing a little shade at his brother because his brother wasn't necessarily on his side because he called it in the beginning. Like, he wasn't being a hater. We have come to find out he was letting Srova know he can't commit. For whatever reason, he cannot commit. Jed and Barta, they tried to make the relationship work after the show. And Barta was just like, she felt guilty. So she put her all into making the relationship work. And it just did not work out. I actually believe her. I actually believe that it was a pity relationship on her part with Jed because she felt terrible. But you know who felt worse? Barta's family. The way her mother was crumbling while crying when Barta walked away from Jed, I was just like, oh, did she not give you an inkling that she wasn't going to do this? Her mother was messed up. Her friends and family was messed up. She kept on apologizing to Jed's family. So I'm not surprised that she tried to make it work out of guilt, and those relationships never work. At the end of the day, these two are too similar. And because they're and not saying that similarity is a problem, but with these two it is, because they're similar, but they're similar in a way that is not compatible, if that makes sense. Like, they will not allow their similarities to work together. They're very similar, but they're similar in their own way, and they want things done in that way. And there's no give and take or like a simple compromise that either one of them was willing to give in the relationship. I'm glad that Barta got out of it though, because the way Jed was talking about like the stuff that he did for her, and I was just like, if you love someone, you don't like count up the costs. You know what I mean? If you love that person, you love that person, and this is what you are going to do for them. But the way that he was like counting up the costs, I was just like, that is a terrible trait of somebody that wants to be a provider. Because for me, that is giving financial abuse. And that's not going to be a good situation for any woman, but especially for a woman like Barta. Here's the thing, Jed. When a man is off grip, mad apologetic, he know he messed up. He's as soon as the interviewer started with Jed, oh, I just wish her the best. Oh, it didn't work out. Oh, that's okay. I'm like, you're trying to move past this far too quick. What actually happened? And then Barta dropped this tea. She was just like, well, me and him, like the breaking point for us was we was at the gym working out, and I put on the engagement ring because I wanted to let him know I was committed to this relationship. It was a symbol of my seriousness to him. And I felt like I needed to reassure him since I was the one that said no at the altar. So she took it off, or it fell off or whatever. And he mentioned something about it. So she was just like, let me just put this back on. But I think Barta just mentioned that, no shade, just mentioned that you were on Ozempic. Girl! And you was losing weight. And so the ring was falling off. So you couldn't, just say that. He's like, I'm on my medication, baby, and I'm losing weight. Just say that, right? Instead of like leaving this big gap to make it seem like it was this big deal. No, them shots was working. So she was losing weight rapidly, probably. And the ring fell off in the shower. She couldn't keep it on, but she said she put it back on just to show him that. And they were at the gym working out. And she had the ring on. This man gonna tell her to take it off because his ex was in the room. How the hell was she supposed to like react to that? He was acting like she was making a big deal. Yes, make a big deal. Burn everything down. What do you mean to tell me that I have to adjust to appease your ex? Oh, baby, that's not your ex. That's your current. Go get her. Go get her. If she can control you like that when you're with somebody else, that's your woman. And you her man. Go get her. So I was on Barta's side with that. Like I didn't, like some stuff, me and Barta didn't see eye to eye on. However, in this situation, she had my full support. Because I was just like, oh, girl, fight him. Fight him and her at that gym. Don't play in my face. Don't play in my face. Like, how was she supposed to respond to that? What was that, Jed? That was mad, weird, and disrespectful. Mad, weird, and disrespectful. It also seems like more happened because those two did not want to talk. Like there was something going on. And shout out to White Jesse Williams and his wife. Here is the thing. Love is Blind and Love Island. Y'all need messy interviewers. Like you need a messy host. Love Island, we could get rid of Ariana and just have Andy do it. Love is Blind. Y'all got to get somebody. I don't want Nick the Lachey's. I don't want the White Jesse Williams. I want somebody that's going to ask them questions. The host was too polite. And then the girl started crying. Oh, sorry. Oh, this is so sad. Girl, cuss the men out. Like, come on, let's get some tea. Pull some stuff out of these people. What the hell are you crying? Why are you having a moment? You got a man. You got a husband. Why are you crying? And the girl's not crying. Like, girl. I just feel like the host for Love is Blind always want to have a moment. And it's like, this show was never about you. No shame. Thank you for being there and just popping up at random moments. But when it's a reunion, I want the tea. I want you to be like, Jed, why are you so quiet? I'm asking you questions and I'm pulling things out of you. Why are you so quiet? Barta, do you know why he's so quiet? Like, come on. Get the tea. So busy wanting to have a damn moment. Anyway, so Jed and Barta, they said that there's no return. And especially this point right here. This point, oh my God, Meghan Markle's show dropped. I didn't watch it. I just thought about that. Why did I think about that? Oh, England. Prince Harry. Yep. Anyway, this moment made me feel like more happened. And here's the thing, Barta and Jed, I don't want to find out about this on no TikTok or no Reddit. Y'all had your moment to let us know what happened. You didn't give it to us. Keep it. Keep it. Right? I need to close this window. It is hot as hell in here. Hold on, y'all. I'm also, child, my neighbors probably think I'm fighting with somebody. Now I'm just on live with my YouTube subscribers. Like, oh, there we go. Oh, oh my God! So, like I said, I'm currently putting up like my fall decorations, and I was doing a video because in my home channel, NikkiStar at Home. If I had graphics, it would be right here. I'm doing a fall haul and a Halloween haul. I want to go close the window because I didn't want my neighbors. It's getting a little hot in my house, but also I didn't want my neighbors to think that like my family and I are fighting. So I go to close the window and I tripped. And the reason why I tripped is because this freaking ghost statue. So you guys know, this is my first Halloween since I was like a kid. Like I'm a Hallelujah kid. So this is like the first time that my family and I have agreed to like celebrate Halloween. So we're going all out for the decoration. So this freaking thing almost knocked me over. Oh shoot, the batteries fell out. I can't. Anyway, what was I talking about? A no good English man. Anyway, what made me think that something was up was at the end. Jed was like, I wish her the best. There's no reconciling, but I wish her the best. I think I'm thankful for the time that we had. And I hope that when she watches everything back, she watches the memories and the love that we had for that one brief moment. And Barta was like, more happened. But y'all don't want to tell us anything. Y'all want to protect each other for whatever reason. Fine. But I don't want to hear from no podcaster. I don't want to hear, you doing these cryptic messages on your Instagram stories. Keep it. This was your moment to tell us. Keep it. We're going into the holiday season. We don't feel like the mess. This was your moment. You did not take it. I apologize that you did not have messy hosts to pull it out of you. Let me bring up this picture. Let me tell you something about this guy. I cannot stand him. Oh, he gets on my nerves. But when I tell you, he was living for the drama. He was having a good time. Every time he found out that somebody wasn't together, he was like, oh. Just having a good time, because I feel like he was just like, y'all thought that I was the snake. All of the men on the show are terrible, because he knows the guys better than the women. So I think that he was just sitting up there like, well, it wasn't just me. But every time the camera cut to him, he was drinking, just enjoying it. Oh, I can't stand him. I cannot stand him. And somebody like ran into him on TikTok, and he just loves it. This is my thing. These men are coming on the show for that, because even if they're a villain, right? They're still going to have a good experience, a good time. Because we talked about this. Men are just not held accountable. Men can be awful and still have the best life. There's no consequences for them. There's none. The only consequences they get is from other men, not from women. And it's just, and unfortunately, women don't control society. We should. Because society only works when there's a matriarch. I'm going to back out of there. But he was having a good time living for the drama. Billy ended the marriage. Who's shocked? He never wanted to be there in the first place. He never wanted to be there in the first place. Now, I'm not protected on man. I'm not standing up for no man. Girl, you should have never did it. You should have never did it. Unfortunately, at your big age, this got to be on you. He did not give you any sign that he was going to be a good partner. Not a one. When he cussed you out for getting the damn candy bar, that should have been your moment. That should have been your moment. The cameras couldn't even film you properly because you were shaking because he cussed you out in the supermarket. What y'all call it? Market shop. Shop market? Market shop. Right? Y'all call it the market? Food pantry? What do British people? I think it's market shop. What do British people call a supermarket? Corner shop? Oh, the shop. Yeah. When he cussed you out at the shop, you should have known. Because what you want a husband that's going to cuss you out for getting oh, shoot. What kind of candy bars do British people eat? Oh, y'all eat Twix. Bounty. Y'all eat Bounty? A Cadbury? Yes. Yes. Because do you want a husband, Ashley, who's going to cuss you out for getting a Cadbury Dairy Milk, a Arrow, a Whisper, a Curly Whirly? What else do y'all eat? A Turkish Delight. You can't get a Turkish Delight because he was a fat kid. And you're sitting there shaking. Oh, we had a little mix up at the shop. I got a Cadbury, a Curly Whirly, and he was upset with me for that. Oh, absolutely not. If he's cussing you out about a candy bar, how is he going to talk to you when it's anything related to the children? I don't know if you're a praying woman. I don't know if you got a praying grandmother, but somebody covered you in prayer because that man was about to be a lifetime of pain. And he ended it. Ashley, he was a terrible person from the beginning. He was not for you. Baby, there were so many signs. So many signs. And the biggest sign, my God, today, the biggest sign was when you were nervous at the altar and you were relieved when he said yes. It's the early 30s psychosis. It happens. Late 20s, early 30s, we go through a marriage psychosis. It happens. Thank God you're out of it, hopefully. Because I will say, she was standing her ground at the reunion. Oh, she was standing her. She said, you shouldn't have picked me. And I agree with her. She said, you can make all of these decisions, but you didn't make the right one. You should have said no. He said, oh, I was feeling it. I was feeling that way. Then you should have done it. You should have done it instead of wasting her time because you knew that she wanted to be with you. If you didn't want that, then you should have told her. You should have said no. And listen, was it peer pressure? You're damn near 40. Ain't no peer pressure. You are the peer at this freaking point. Who the hell pressuring you at your big age? Like, get out of here. But I gotta be honest, Ashley, Billy should have never been an option. The minute he was talking about you and your job, telling you that you have to quit your job, I thank God now that you're at that reunion and you're just like, no, I want a man that's going to love and support me and my career. I don't want a man that tells me that I got to get rid of my career to be with him. I'm glad you're thinking this and found this out now because you were about to be set up in a world of pain. Thank God you got out of that relationship without a baby. Oh, hallelujah. This is why if you're going to go on Love is Blind, even if you feel like you love that man and you made the right decision, do not get off that birth control. Do not get off that birth. I would say get off the birth control after about a good 15 to 20 years. And technology, we got a lot of science and technology out there. So you can have a baby at 72. Wait, girl. Wait till his dingaling don't work no more. This is why you can't treat him nice. You can't be nice to them. They're going to mess with you up. They're going to mess you up. The only men that I'm nice to are the gays. That's the old, if you see me and I'm smiling and I'm laughing and I'm having a good time with a man, he's a gay. No, I'm lying. Let me stop. No. It's a couple straights in there, but I've known them since I was a child. Anyway, speaking of gay men, there was a sassy gay man in the audience, and every time the camera pointed to him, I was he was not believing none of the stuff those men were saying. Every time there was a close-up of him, he was like, I was in tears watching him. It was him and it was this other dude. Let me just figure it out. Is there a Mexican population in the UK? Oh, yes. I'm assuming that he's Mexican. It was given Mexican. And I feel like I can gauge who's Mexican. I've been living in LA for a long time, so I feel like I know, right? But it was, he appears, I could be wrong. He could be Romney Cho, but he appears to be Mexican. But there was another gay guy, lit makeup down, face beat to the gods, and like this pink sweater. And every time the camera panned to him, he was just gagged. Every time he was. I had a great time watching the Love is Blind UK audience more than watching the freaking cast members. That audience was hilarious. Oh, Lord. Let's get to Javin, also known as Javin, also known as a woman's nightmare. Let's get to him and you know what? Before we get to him and Katisha, so the host was like, Kyle, God damn, this is too much ginger. Oh my goodness. Whoo, Reeds, you can lay off the ginger. We get it. This is the second time I choked on this drink. Whew. Lord. Oh, Lord. That's that Black American medicine right there. Anyway, so the host was like, Cal, you and Billy, you ended your marriage at the same time. Was there did you guys talk about this or whatever? Because I know you guys are best friends. And Kyle was like, yeah, I met my best friend for life in this experiment. And Srova was just like, yeah, you guys got a lot in common. And I'm like, what's going on? And Ashley was just like, yeah, he spent so much time with him. They talk all the time. They're just like best buddies. You know, it was more of them than it was us in our relationship. And listen, I'm not assuming nothing. All I'm saying is this plot is the plot of an Oscar-winning movie. And it changed the lives of two of the male leads. And I'm just saying, the commentary was like the dialogue was ripped right from that movie. And I'm watching this and I'm like, you can't commit. Never comfortable with a woman with you. And you don't want. Let's move on, girl. Let's move on. Listen. Let's move on. Katisha, listen, stop apologizing. My God, today, although in the beginning, okay, I was Team Zemala, okay? That's before I saw more of him. F him. However, the girl made the decision, and I love the fact that she's standing 10 toes down in her decision. Although it was a terrible decision, she's like, I made it. I had a better connection with him, and that is who I picked. Why does she have to keep on apologizing for making a decision for her? We didn't like it. All right, let's move on. And she keeps on explaining herself. Don't explain yourself no more. I did it. It was dumb, but I did it. My God, today, let her breathe. She went through hell with that man. Let's talk. Let's focus on something else. And the whole, when the host did the whole thing, Dimbala, I know that all the ladies are in your inbox, and I know that you probably got marriage proposal. Please, let's not rebrand him. We saw how he couldn't wait to drag Katisha. Is it Katisha? How he couldn't wait to drag Katisha with Javin. It's just like, oh, mate, I would have picked wrong, mate. So I'm glad she didn't pick me, mate. Now he talking all soft and innocent. We saw him in the show. He is not a victim. She didn't want him. That's okay. Men can be rejected as well. What is the problem? Baby and him. He's no longer my Shayla. He lost those points when I saw who he really was. Gave him that whole segment like we didn't watch the show. He was nasty. No. And then saying, oh, is there any help for you? Katisha was just like, no. I love her. Can I just say, I have enjoyed seeing this woman grow. When she left Javin, when she left him, I like stood up and I was like clapping in my living room because I was so proud of her. Now that she's like in the reunion, she's just like, I made the decision for myself. I had something stronger with him, and that is okay. No, I don't see a future with him. She got Sophie and her whole behind together, cussed her out real quick, and then she said, you know what, Sophie? I'm gonna end it with you because I was engaged to Javin. So that's where my anger should be. I am loving her growth. I am loving her growth. Let's real quick before we get to Javin. Let's get to Jezebel. Because the way her and Javin is trying to play in everybody's face, and it's just like, oh no, we were having a little argument. Who goes in a photo booth to have an argument? Why are you arguing with a guy that you don't really know like that? Like, why do y'all keep on going on with that lie? It doesn't make sense, Sophie. It doesn't make sense. You were dead wrong. You knew that Javin was engaged to somebody, so you're flirting. He's calling you naughty, and you're laughing about it and hanging out with him after that. It was just completely inappropriate. She tried to have a moment and be like, I didn't find your husband, but I found my mom. Girl, we don't care. Is she a bigger Jezebel? My God, today, we do not care. The way you showed your tail on national TV, keep it, mama. Keep it. No redemption here. You were dead wrong. It wasn't cute. And you sat up there and played in this girl's face. Oh, that's not what I meant. I didn't want to do that. You did it though. Like, that's the thing. You did it. Netflix didn't give you a bad edit. That was you, and you kept on going around to this man who has a whole fiance flirting with him. And we watched you. Let's not try to rewrite history. Anyway, let's get to him. No accountability. And he doesn't care. See, that's the thing. He doesn't care because he knows he's not going to be held accountable because he has never been held accountable by women a day in his life. It's never going to happen for him. Everybody else, every woman that he does dirty, it's always going to be their fault. His family, his mom and his sisters are always going to fight for him and be like, oh, you're the victim. You're the baby. She was wrong. She wasn't good enough for you. So he doesn't have any consequences. So the whole time he's sitting there laughing and joking like it was nothing because to him, it was nothing. And he even expressed it. He was just like, I knew I wasn't marrying her. Like I knew. So my thing is, if you knew that you weren't going to marry Katisha, why were you asking her to stay in the process? Why were you upset that she left? Like, why are you saying you want to talk it out and fix it? If you knew you weren't going to embarrass her because you just wanted to stay on the show. It wasn't about her. You didn't want to be with that woman. You want to sleep with her, play with her mind, and then at the altar have your big moment by telling her that she is not the right person for you. You wanted to embarrass her at the altar. Because if you knew that you weren't going to marry her, why did you want her to stay in the process with you? Exactly. They should not have rights. Also, the photo booth picture didn't prove anything to me. Okay, there wasn't a curtain there. He should not have been in that photo booth for her, especially after his actions earlier with her in the day. Especially with the way he left the house, knowing that Katisha was mad at him for flirting with that woman in front of his face, in front of her face. He should not have been there. He should have stayed there and fixed it with his fiance. So who the hell cares about the photo booth? He shouldn't have been up in another woman's face when the woman that he's engaged to is in their home crying and feeling defeated because of how he disrespected her. It was never about the photo booth. It was about his blatant disrespect of Katisha. So they're trying to, that's why we need some messy hosts, like, or some weird hosts. Why are y'all making this a big deal about a damn photo booth? That was not the issue. Oh, Lord, Wendy Williams, come back. Anew. Listen, phenomenal TV. I loved watching her. I'm glad she got her camera time at the reunion. I hope that Netflix continues to work with her because she's just great. She's radiant on screen. She has a wonderful personality and she's just fun to watch. So I hope that this is not the end of her. Like, I hope we get to see more of her on different Netflix shows because she is absolutely good TV. Oh, guys, Patrick wasn't there. Why wasn't Patrick at the reunion? Because Patrick didn't want y'all to know that he was a baby daddy. He couldn't face it, right? So he sends this message to the host and is just like, oh, the experience was wonderful. And now I'm going on an even more experience of fatherhood. I said, oh, your spleen didn't let you know that she was going to be a baby daddy. Not you creating bastards, Patrick. Oh, Mr. Morale. Mr. Morale is a baby daddy. Well, you know, I don't want to call that baby a bastard. As much as I can't stand that baby daddy, I'm not going to call that baby a bastard because, you know, Patrick might just shock us all and be a good father, even though he was a terrible partner. Maybe this is going to be the one time where the man is terrible to women, but great to their child. We've never seen it, but maybe this will happen. Maybe this will happen because that baby mama was online telling all his tea. Okay. Said that he told her, get rid of it. Oh, now he happy about being a daddy. Oh, here's the thing, girl. If you tell a man that you're pregnant and he says, get rid of it, you know what? You might just need to take his advice because Amanda don't want a kid. Yikes. And can I just say, the amount of black men making these white women baby mamas, they are making them bake like immediately. Jesus. They work quick with them. My God, today it's like a white mom, baby mama epidemic. What is going on? What is the future going to look like? Just angry biracials. Let's move on. But my God, today, child, the preference to baby mama pipeline needs to be studied. I know she did not think when she was riding that Mandingo warrior that she was going to be a baby mama. Damn. Anyway, Karen and Megan, listen, I'm not shocked, right? But I remember I was a little concerned. Because all they did was have fun. We never seen them talk about tough issues. Like, we never seen them have those conversations. But just because we didn't see it doesn't mean it didn't happen. So these two are Karen is him and Megan are in a really good place. They're both still laughing together. They're both still dancing together. They're in the newlywed phase. They're really having a good time. They are planning on having a family, you know, a little ways down the line, but they are both very, very happy. Karen is changing up his style a bit. He was dressed like Paula Abdul, like back in the day. Like, he was dressed like a 90s Paula Abdul. And then he had this like light-skinned Division I player earring in his right ear. And I'm like, where are we pulling from? What's our style inspo, Karen? Other than the concerning style choices, those two seem to be like really, really happy, really compatible, really in love, and good for them. I don't see any red flags. I'm hoping that they're just having really important conversations, because yes, it should be fun. Like, marriage should be fun. It should be. But then you also have to have those conversations, because sometimes the marriage can be fun and you could be having a ball, and then responsibility comes in, and you're just like, oh, I was just here for fun. I didn't want responsibility. So I'm praying for them, wishing the best for them. And actually, I'm not shocked that this couple worked out. Here's why. They're both hot. We don't talk about it. We do not talk about it as a society. But the most successful couples tend to be equally hot people, because for some reason, hot people work on that relationship. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if they feel the need because they're both hot to like not fail in this relationship. But normally when both people in the relationship are hot, that relationship is going to be successful. They're going to put in the work. They are going to put in the work. It happens often. So shout out to Karen and Megan. I'm glad that they are actually working out. I love the little trailer, the little throwback of Megan saying she does not want a gamer. And here she is, in love with a gamer, child. In love with a gamer. That's all the thoughts I had about this reunion. It sucks that so many couples did not work out, but at least we got one successful couple out of the season. Looking forward to, what they have going on. But I just feel like the formula for Love is Blind, I think it's broken, or it's stale. They got to try something new, because it sucks what these women are going through with these men that are actually coming on the show to play. And I'm like, how does casting not know that these men aren't serious? How do y'all not know that? Because we, the viewers, are watching it and we're just like, how the hell did you get past casting? And that's the thing. They're not matchmakers, right? They're hiring interesting people for TV. And that's a problem when you are dealing with people's lives, especially with something so important as marriage. Y'all got to play with something else, not marriage. Anyway, that's all I had to say. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. I want to start off. Oh, I don't have my clicker, but we'll go with it. Cha-ching! Thank you, Kimberly, for the super sticker. Totally appreciate it. Elzavita said, Nikki! OMG, I'm so happy you are doing this because I was rewatching your last live about this and I was like, damn, Nikki, you're going to be floored by the fact that everyone hates each other. So disappointing. Hey, Megan, how are you? Hey, Melissa. Melissa said, hi, Nikki and Star fam. My favorite chat where everybody is so nice and you have the best recaps, funny, nuanced, and always respectful. Thank you, Melissa. E for Empathy said, hey, fam, I forgot all about the reunion. I can't wait to hear what Nikki and everyone has to say, though. Thank you. Listen, I knew something was going on because everybody was like, Nikki, did you watch? Did you watch? And I'm like, huh? Oh, again, I think, you guys have been here a long time. If I'm not here, it's because I'm working. I'm also working, I believe, next week. So still waiting to hear from about everything. So my schedule next week might be a bit wonky. So give me a minute. I'm gonna try to get some order. Megan said Netflix should make their own version of The Bachelorette and make Srova and Ashley their leads. They can tweak the dates and formula so it wouldn't be like The Bachelorette. I would actually enjoy a show like that. Smithy said, hey, Nikki and Star fam, I will most likely be a part of the replay gang. I want to see The Conjure. OMG. I forgot that came out. Ooh. Oh, they got a lot of times. Should I see it this weekend? No, I can't. Me and Drew are hanging out. And y'all know I'm not seeing no scary movie with Drew. So I'm probably going to see it next week. Megan said Kyle and Billy have major nerve ghosting their wives. They didn't want to be trapped or whatnot. They should have declined at the altar. Absolutely. Tony said, hey, Star fam, random question. Did you guys see that guy tripping out on a... Yeah. Oh, my God. What is going on with that? I saw that British leprechaun and I said, what the hell? He was so scary. Guys, I was so concerned for the Black woman in that room. What is going on over there? What is going on? Do we got to talk about that? You know what? We're going to talk about that because that was scary. I was very alarmed for the sisters in that room. That man, he jumped up. I'm like, what he about to do? Why are you having conversations with those weirdos? Stop giving them a platform. I don't like Black women. Oh, that was so scary. I was like, oh my God, he's going to bite one of them with them raggedy, jagged teeth. Oh, Lord. And this is why you can't be nice to them. Look how they talk to you. And it wasn't a compliment. The way he was going crazy. Oh, I don't date Black women because Black women don't listen. White women, obedient white women, let me beat them. What the hell is wrong with them? Oh, they're so scary. They're so scary. Oh. Megan said, Javin's story still isn't adding up for me. Again, how come no one heard his argument with Sophie? They're lying. They're lying. He was getting his date together for Sophie because he was just like, me and Katisha, we're not going to work out. So can I come over? Basically. Megan said, Megan and Karen are my second favorite couple to Lauren and Cameron. So here are my top couples. Lauren and Cameron, Brett and Tiffany, Megan and Karen. That would be my top three from Love is Blind. The whimsical interracial British couple. Oh, I like them as well. Is it Van Gogh? The sister with the guy that looked like Van Gogh? Is that Van Gogh? Yeah, I forget his name, but I like them too. They'll be my fourth couple. It is fall in my house, Tony. It's fall. I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting. It's fall. Oh, my little sister is like, put that stuff away. She's so mad. As soon as she saw me bring out a pumpkin, she said, Nikki, no. TGI Friday, indeed. I hope, guys, you remember TGI Friday? Such a good time. Love Like You Are said, hold on. Let's get the Philly season first. Before. Oh, you're right. If they hire locals for that show, that listen, Love is Blind will work better if they get them transplant. If they hire Philadelphia locals, a mess. A mess. Yes, guys, please make sure you give your girls some likes. Yes, make it a game show. Something. It's done. Oh my God, they do. I would love to see that. I don't know what it is, but I love seeing older people fall in love. Like, I really like The Golden Bachelor and The Golden Bachelorette. Like, every time me and my mom watch it, we're crying. Like, it's just so beautiful. I would love something like that. I didn't know that Love is Blind Brazil was like that. Maybe I need to watch that. Love Like You Are said Billy and Kyle playing with their spleen to divorce at the same time. Like, the way these men play with marriage, scary times. Oh, Pakistani. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, y'all got me together. I'm sorry. Did he didn't say Irene? Pakistani. We're gonna go with it. I Marie said not being funny, but I think Dahlia said listen, again, maybe it's because I went to performing arts high school, but you're not comfortable around women. Let's figure that out. So who are you comfortable around? We'll find it. We'll find it, and that's okay. That's be who you are for your pride. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. And Mama was right. Well, shake evil. What Kyle did, absolutely wrong. I think Kyle got a lot going on. I think he gotta figure some stuff out. Christina, what's up? Christina said, I'm not watching the season of Love is Blind, but just here because I need Nikki in my day. Thank you so much, sis. Tiffany said they like it when women are. You gotta rough them up. Eva said, I don't even know why Kyle took her through it. He could have said no. Listen, I don't know what's going on with that man, him or Billy. I will say he got to figure some stuff out. Before he gets into a relationship with anybody, I think he needs to figure some things out. Figure out what he wants in a partner, what he sees his life like. He needs to figure that out. Because you just can't be like 3 months into the marriage, there's no spark. Well, light a damn match. What are we talking about? I Love Like You Are said, and the third being that his type is white. Oh, here's the thing. White girls, listen up. Normally men from other cultures make you a preference for two reasons. The main one is because they see how awful the men of your community treat you. And they think that they can do the same to you. Remember, we were just talking about that leprechaun, that British leprechaun that was just like, I don't date black women because they're not submissive. White women are submissive and they let me harm them and they don't say anything. Like, it's not a compliment that they are choosing you. And that's why I want all women to break free of this whole preference nonsense. It's not a compliment. If you are a preference of men, yikes. Yikes. Very scary place to be, right? Second thing is, they can hide because you are of a different culture. So you don't see things, and you're not going to question certain things because you're raised a bit differently. Not all. I'm not talking about white women from Philadelphia, especially South Philly. My God, today. But it's easier for them to be with women who do not see certain cultural clues that will either make them suspicious or ask questions. So him shouting out his preference sounds about right. Marie said he doesn't seem to want to child. we on it. Sarah said more women are traumatized than the amount that actually get a good man. Yep. I also felt like it was disrespectful to look at that woman who is not the type of woman that you normally go for and to tell her that she isn't your type. But then say, you know what, Srova? Another red flag. He told you to your face that you were not his type and said, well, I'm trying something different this time. Excuse me, you are not an experiment. This is not no lab. Absolutely not. You should have been like, you know what? Well, maybe you need to try to make it work with your type. I ain't it. Oh, the ladies got a horrible, but that's the thing. The women on this show always get the horrible end of the stick. I think the only man who got the horrible end of the stick is Freddie from Love is Blind UK. That's it. That's the only guy. It's normally the women who are being put through hell. Soft and Spicy said it could be considered sleeping with, yeah. Yep. Dahlia said, I think production overly focused on getting the most attractive people and didn't particularly care if the cast had issues or want to get married or even like the opposite. Because the thing is, they're not casting for that. They're not casting for perfect matches. They're not they're not matchmakers. They're casting associates and directors. They're casting for talent. They don't care how it's going to end or if it's going to work out or if not. They're not casting like, oh, this person will be compatible. Nope. They're casting for talent, for entertainment. That's the thing that a lot of these people forget when they come on these shows. This is entertainment. I know you're looking for love, baby. This is entertainment. Sarah said, I think Kyle's brother was hopeful by the time the wedding came. I think he wanted his brother to settle down, but knows he can't and won't deep down. Yeah. Sarah also said, I think if Barta would have said yes, Jed would have said no. I felt like he would have said yes. Because I think, like Kyle, Jed has mentioned everybody in his community being married. His family and his friends are all married. And he just feels like, oh, everybody else has it. It's time for me to get it. Jimmy says, I feel like something major happened between... Amen. Ivory said, I think Barta and Jed have horrible communication skills with pettiness. Neither one of them properly communicated about their views in the ring, and it tore their whole relationship apart. Yep. Zora said, Nikki, your skin looks gorgeous. Thank you. The perfect type show seems fire. Stop giving these folks your ideas for free. They need to open that wallet like you opened your mind. Here's the thing. I don't mind giving them my ideas, right? Because when they do it, it never works out. Because I am the key to that. So let them take it. It's going to flop. Now, if I'm a part of it, get ready for your Emmy. Dahlia said, Kyle mentioned multiple times that Srova is posh and of a higher class. Oh, that's another thing. That is another thing. What your grandmama tell you? Don't date or marry a man who ain't got nothing. And you got something, he's going to make sure that you pay for having more than him. You cannot get it with a man that is beneath your tax bracket. Black women, listen up. I know, yes. We are very educated, right? And that education puts us in places where we make a certain amount of money. And I know, I want black love. Me too. You cannot date that man that works the self-checkout lane in Walmart. You can't, honey. Yes, he's fine. Yes, he got great potential. He is going to be envious of you. He hates that you have more. And you know what? Every woman, especially if you have a good relationship with your dad and he spoils you, oh, yikes. Don't do it. And let me tell you something. I was like that. I was just like, no, I make more. It's okay. Because I always made more. I always made more than the guys that I dated. Yikes. When my brain was finally developed and I realized, oh, he's just jealous. Scary times. El Tavita said, that guy really said, yeah, I'm going to the gym and I'm never coming back. Hey, Shoni said, I don't think Jed like being publicly embarrassed by a woman. Of course. Or I don't think I also think that Jed was looking for a woman that wasn't Barta. Like, it was never going to happen because what he wanted was not her. NC said, I'm still not seeing it for Barta, and I'm as feminist as they come. Her inability to just let a man lead sometimes is always going to be a detriment of her relationship. But here's the thing. Relationships should not have a leader. It's two people in that relationship. This is a partnership. This is a collab. You two are working on this project together. You should always be in discussion. Now, will each partner lead out in certain situations? Absolutely. But no marriage should have a leader. Yes, men are put in a position where they are told that they have to lead. But what man actually leads in a relationship? He's not making any decision in their relationship without the wife okaying it. And that's after the wife or the girlfriend okaying it. And that's after they ran the whole plan, did the plan, ran the whole plan down. You're doing all the work, but you're giving the win to a man. Why? Just because his clitoris is a bit more larger than yours? It's weird. That's why the relationships don't work. Because now you have men who say they want to leave, but they really don't. They want you to pay for everything. They want you to take care of them. And then they want you to submit to them. That doesn't work. It will never work. Dahlia said, Nikki, you lose me with Barta. I think she misrepresented herself. She said she will be a happy homemaker in the pods, then switched up later. Jed was consistent. Here's the thing. Do y'all know more about her than I do? Because everybody disagrees on my opinion of Barta. And I'm like, are y'all reading something else? Are y'all watching other things? Because I'm literally going off on the show. And here's the thing. You can be lost with me with Barta, but ain't no way Jed is better. Ain't no way Jed is the victim here. Absolutely not. Hey, Opulent, how are you? Zora said, Billy is a waste of time, and I want to give him some moisture for those cheeks. Which cheeks we talking about? Hey, Winsome. Winsome said, I thought the same thing. She's clearly on a Because I said, ooh, we got snatched quick. Hey, Denise, how are you? If Jesse Williams had a white dad, he would look like that guy. Dahlia said Barta was also wrong for pushing to pay for Jed when he already said he wanted to pay for his friends at dinner. She just got some issues around money. Do you not believe her when she said that she just was used to doing it and just forgot? Or do you think that she intentionally did that to emasculate him? I've said Jed has an extended interview with some Love is Blind podcast as well as interviews that made me see his book. Okay, so y'all watching other stuff, not just the show. Then that would make sense. Yeah, I gotta watch it. I have been so busy, but I gotta watch it. Dahlia said, I thought Jed wanted the ring off because of filming. They couldn't let anyone know what happened because of production. That's not what I got from the interview. She said that she was wearing the ring to let him know that she was basically sorry and in it, right? And he had a problem with her wearing it when she was wearing it around people, especially his ex, because he was saying, everybody knows me around my neighborhood. So why is it weird that she's wearing the ring? Like, for me, with Barta and Jed, I just felt like there were so many holes in the story. I don't feel like we really got what really happened with them. Eltavina said, the Star family is coming on unprompted. It's killing me today. Love y'all. The joys of living with the fam. Because like, I'm literally sitting here and I'm like, you think they can't hear you in your flip-flops? You did? Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Denise said, I think all the other dating shows are Love is Not Blind already. Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. Zora said, I watched an interview with all the guys minus Karen and tell me why Javin came across as the most interesting. That would scare me too. That would scare me too. Messy. He was having a good time. He loved it. Loved every minute. Oh, that's all he needed. That's all he needed. But I feel like he knew. I feel like he was just like, oh, y'all think I'm bad? Wait till you see how these men turn out. You know what? I think she's probably in it. And we're done. Who that ginger ain't no joke. We're done. So cute. I think she's already in it. Guys, I was really proud of her. She grew. She grew. We saw her. We saw that phoenix rise. Silk says, I'm scared that Javin is going to be on The Perfect Match. Oh, they're not going to get rid of him. Him and Anu, we're going to see more of them. Hannah said, the way Barta left the country to go live in Dubai, I still feel like Jed has been violent at some point. I don't want to put that on him. But I just think that something happened and neither one of them are talking about it. And this is the thing, with the interviewers, when she said she moved to Dubai, we're just going to let that go? What is she doing? Is there somebody there? Like, why are you in Dubai? Like, let's ask some questions. We all knew. But Ashley, we all knew. Denise said, it's like they don't know they are playing with real people. Yep. Dahlia said, honestly, I think society sucks because of all humans. Women would be terrible leaders too. I only trust Jesus to lead. Jesus, who was advised by women. Hello. Oh, food shop. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Eltavina said, I think the host trying to appear wholesome. However, this is a dating reality show. You know, yeah, like you gotta be messy. Like, I'm just like, why is she crying? She's not Ashley. The minute he did her job, the minute he cussed her out about a wavy curly, that should have been it. Sophie chats a lot, says she should be thankful he ended it. Yep, thank the Lord he walked away because she wasn't going to. I feel like she was ready for struggle love, unfortunately. He talked about the other ex-wife. He kept bringing up her job. He wanted to eat rice, ground beef, and broccoli daily. So many signs. Yep. Winsome said, Ashley definitely should have said no at the altar. The signs were there with Billy. Yep. Jimmy said, and no shade, but okay. It was they love a bang. Them British men love a bang. Dahlia said, Billy is a recovering people pleaser. The person pressuring him are the inner critics in his head. He had no business on the show. He wasn't ready. Yep. The minute you meet him, start growling and barking. You got to. You got to. They're going to play with you if you don't. You have to. Zora said, I agree. I think something happened with Barta and Jed because he's pretty much silent while she's heavily insulated that something unforgivable happened. Something was going on there. They were like, Jed wanted to get past it. She was just, ugh. And the hosts were crying. Lord. Especially the closeted ones. Those are the most dangerous ones. My God, today. Especially the uber masculine ones. Woo! Sarah said there were like 3 different sassy gays. I love them. It was, do you see the black guy? It was like, what are you looking around for? That audience was hilarious. Oh my gosh. Denise said, not saying Kyle is one, but the mimicking that Kyle does sounds like what sociopaths do. What man isn't a sociopath? Let me stop. There are good men out there because you know what? Y'all got your husbands watching me. The men that y'all married to are good men. The men that can like watch this show and still like be very happy to be here. Those are the good men. You keep them close. You don't bite them. Those are the ones we don't bite. We love on them. Eva said yes. When Barta said no and it panned to the, he was like, dying. Hannah said, I think Kyle's the type of guy who can never get married or be in a long-term relationship, which is normal, but he should have been truthful at the end. Listen, he's probably not how you doing. He's probably that type of guy who was like at 72 is like, I'm looking for a woman that's 35 and ready to settle down. Like that's him. That could be him. Marie said, I didn't like how Meg and Karen tried to shut down Javin, talking after it was revealed that they overplayed what happened. Now the curtain doesn't matter. It does because it amplifies his actions. I will say, I'm glad that, Karen tried to clear that up real quick, but Javin was just like, there wasn't a curtain. And I can give him that. That wasn't my issue. My issue wasn't the curtain. He should not have been talking to that woman in the first place. That's why are y'all in a secluded place? Because that photo booth, there's a whole section that they could just be in where nobody can see them. That's not your fiance. So what are we doing? Hey, Nona, love you too. Dahlia said, honestly, this reunion could have been an email. They gave us nothing. I walked away just as confused as I started. Yes. I'm not touching a movie, but we see each other. I'm going to the shops. Okay. It's the same plot of that movie, child. Sarah said, Kyle said he doesn't like intimacy, but was practically. I can't quit you. That's where he's going to end up. And he better redeem himself. I would love a gay lesbian Love is Blind. I would love that. Elsavina said corner shop is like a bodega, to be honest, at least in London. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, got bodegas? How cute. I got to get there. I feel like I'm going to get to London and be so underwhelmed. And that's just because of me. I feel like I'm going to get there and be like, oh, okay, so this is not the set of the Labyrinth. I feel like that's what's going to happen to me. Oh, but there's a place that I want to go in London. And I think for some reason, I always get this one. Is it a neighborhood? Let me know. Cotswold. Is that like a neighborhood? Is it a place where I could go? Oh, I like right around this time of year, I start getting that kind of content. And it's always come visit Cotswold. Let me know what kind of place that is, because it looks magical. Like that's what I think London looks like. That's magical hobbit houses. So Steph said, I watched Jesse Wu's interview with Javin. He's emotionally charming. Charming. He has a lot of work to do and therapy. He just needs to stay off of reality TV. Savina, he will cuss you all the way out. You better put that Snickers down. Hannah said, Child Demola is about. Wait. Are y'all serious about that? Are y'all serious? Love the benefits. Love the benefits. And when she said he was going to be deployed for 3 months, yeah. Her and Demola, I wouldn't be surprised. That's the thing. They could have went with something else because it doesn't make sense. Y'all were flirting the whole night and they are just randomly started arguing, and the argument got so bad that you went into a photo booth with him to argue some more. Sophie, you do not give me that if a black man raises his voice at you, you would want to go to a quieter place for that black man to argue, to raise his voice and disrespect you even more. That ain't you, girl. That ain't you. I don't think she did either, but I think she wanted somebody that a woman who she thought that she was better than had. Low-hanging fruit. She saw Megan and knew she couldn't get Karen away from him. But Javin, she's like, oh, I can do that. Silk said, we will also see Sophie and Javin on Perfect Match. Their thing will continue. Yeah, probably. Probably. Yeah, but she can be pissed, but will she do anything? That's the thing. It's just like, I don't like what he did. You are the one that gives him consequences, not the rest of the world. Like y'all raise these awful men and protect them, and then we, the world, have to deal with them. It's not fair. I think so too. He did not want to be married. He did not want to be married. Well, like was said in the chat, he's charming. He's charming. Dahlia said, I still think Javin was a plant along with Patrick. Oh, probably. They probably, listen, Love is Blind have been honest about how they can't it's really hard to cast men for their show. They are probably plants. I wouldn't be surprised. Now that I could see because of what was going on with Karen. I could see that her putting 20 on 10 with Sophie because of the history. I could see that. Thank you. But it was a little strong today. I would want to see her on everything they have. On everything. Altavina said Nikki, London is far more diverse than New York. There are nationalities from anywhere in the world. Definitely a real melting pot. Also, the geography helps. And colonialism, the British own 90%. Oh, wow. More than New York? Interesting. That's why he didn't come on the show. Because Anu would have brought that timeline up. That's why he didn't come on the show. That's why he didn't. Eltavina said, also, Mama, I don't think he was Mexican. Somebody said, Nikki, I think he's Indian. But y'all got Mexicans. Google says y'all got Mexicans. They making them baby mamas quick. What? You know what? Black men, is this how you fight back? What is going on? It's like an epidemic, y'all. It's like an epidemic. And who shocked? Who shocked? Crazy work. Is this how black men fight back? Are they doing this for the community? I don't. Then find another way. Hannah said, I was always told when a man doesn't want you to have the don't. Yep. He will. Yes, he will. You will spend your life crying because he can't get to you. He gonna get to that baby. Poor thing. Poor thing. He just moved everything up to here and got that earring. I don't know why he did that either. It was a Paula Abdul fit. Or Janet Jackson and Rhythm Nation. That's what he was wearing. Something was going. It made his head seem a lot bigger too. But this is the thing. Megan is like doing stuff to him. You know what I mean? Like, she's forming a style and stuff. She's working on. Give her a minute. Give Megan a minute. Give her a minute. She gonna get him together. She gonna get him together. He did Zach Morris. He did. He did. Oh, you're gamers? Oh, what did I say? What did I say about gamers? Did I say something mean? I'm sorry. I don't have anything against gamers. Now, streamers, because they poisoned the youth. I'm sorry. Suki said, it's not that casting doesn't know. It's that that's what I meant. They would rather drama over connection. Yep. That would be amazing, but I don't think they want that because I don't think they want perfect matches, right? I think they need this kind of mess. But the problem is these men are lying to these women and sleeping with them and making them think that they want a future with them. And that could get very tricky legally down the line. So they need to vet a bit better. He ain't messed up yet. I'm watching. Elsa Vina said, I thought Demolo was cute until I saw a pic of him on Love is Blind reunion wearing a damn Louis Vuitton pouch. As a damn purse. He lost me. He lost me when they all got together and how he was talking about Katisha to Javin. He lost me there. Shoni said, when Kyle couldn't come up with a non-superficial qualities that he admires about Srova, I was giving him the side eye. Yeah. Listen, he got some stuff to figure out. Hey, Busola, thank you for being here. Hyatt said, so happy I got to catch this live. Best Friday ever. Was looking forward to hearing your thoughts on Kyle and Srova. Crazy how almost no one ended up working out and the guys all tried to be docile. Weird. I just could not believe that so many people fell apart. Yikes. Eltavina said, also Nikki, odd, but Karen's free. Yes, we're going to talk about that. I'm doing a Bravo chat on Monday. I wanted to do one earlier, but again, work schedule. So I don't know. Well, I said I'm going to do it on Monday. I don't know. I do not know. It's getting busy for your girl. All good things, though. All good. Thank you, Jesus. Star family, continue to keep on praying for me. Thank you. Thank you. E for Empathy said he had too much bass in his voice for me, way too much, and the other men just laughing. Disgusting. Well, see, here's the thing. They can be chill with it because again, they will experience no consequences. They're fine. They can be like, oh, it was me. It wasn't you. I'm the bad guy. They will only do that because they know nothing will happen to them. Hannah said, I hope you. What's going? Oh my God. What's happening in the news? Oh God. What's happening? Oh God. Did it happen? Hannah, don't do that to me. I was about to open up a bottle of wine. Oh, Lord. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Yeah, Nicole and Benaya. Nicole and Van Gogh. But see, I heard that he got money. That's why he looked like that. M. Bot said, Javin went on Jesse Wu's podcast early today, and his take was very interesting. I gotta watch that. Multiracial girl and the lawyer. Who was that? Philly season. I think Philly season is in 2 more seasons. That's the thing. I think we're going to have a while before we get to Philly. Ima said, the minute we stop getting triple-digit weather in Texas, I put my child. It's a heat wave, and I'm putting out my pumpkins. I can't wait no more. I can't. I'm getting all of this freaking cozy content pushed to me through the algorithm, and I'm sitting here. I love my pink kitchen. She'll be back in January. Love Like You Are says, speaking of the Golden Bachelor, I just rewatched your Golden Bachelor live with Mama Star, and I was laughing all over again. That's our show. He knew, he did, and Kyle didn't like it. El Tavina said, LOL, everyone is in Patrick's comment saying, if you didn't show up to the reunion, move on, the show's done. He's doing reviews. Baby, I hope you going to work. That kid is expensive. No, you should have showed up to the reunion, but you didn't want nobody to talk about that timeline. Dahlia said Kyle's brother was tired of Kyle spreading his business. Hyatt said Kyle always seemed to be treating Srova like a buddy of the personalities were very different. I think it wasn't a good match other than both being South Asian. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hey, Tartar said, Nikki, stop me by to say hi and thank you for all that you do. Thank you. You're so sweet. Baby Tink said, are you going to review High School Kids? Everybody is asking me to do that. You know what? I'm going to watch it because it came up in my recommendations. I'm going to watch it. Why not? If I do review it, do y'all want it to be alive? Let me know. That's who he really is. That's who he really is. Love Like You Are said, when everyone whacked Ebony from Real Housewives of New York for saying that she wouldn't marry a bus driver, I didn't get into that conversation because at that time, I was like up for a show. And I was like, I'm not messing up my opportunities. And so I want to get in that conversation, but Ebony was right. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, women, Black women especially, do not have a problem making more money than their men. But it's always the man that has the problem, that the woman makes more. He can't accept it. He will become envious and he will do everything to destroy her. Dahlia said it's not just income, though. It's education, lifestyle, network. Yep, all of it screams your class level, and Kyle probably felt like he was less than. Yep, and it's nothing that she did. It's all in his mind. Silk said, no, Barta has a hard time being out of control. She has a power structure, and insisting on paying was too much. You know what? I have to, whatever y'all are watching with Barta, let me know, because everybody, y'all are not a fan of her. Deborah said, Barta seems like she's on her Gabrielle Union and she won't fare well in Dubai if she's trying to date there. That's the thing. I want her Gabrielle Union. What's that? What that mean? Oh my God, I love Gabby. What is she doing there? No, don't nobody just move to Dubai. What's going on? And I'm not trying to say she working, like she a working girl, but I'm just like, you just moved to Dubai. You know what? Maybe that is something that y'all do over there. Like y'all do, UK people, y'all just moved to Dubai. Is that what happened? We know when it's premiering. Where's the cast? Dahlia said, I think she did it intentionally. She agreed to let him pay, then pushed to pay after he reminded her what she agreed to do. Barta is hyper independent, and Jed is a traditional man to his core. I agree, but traditional doesn't mean better. Ashley said, why did these reunion hosts? I don't know. I feel like these reunion hosts are trying to like protect an image. We have to get a host who does not mind being the bad guy. Love Like You Are said, there is going to be a Love is Blind France. Oh, the black women on there are going to be terrorized. Oh, no. Is it going to be, well, I'm just asking. Is it going to be in English or will it be dubbed? I hate when they dub. It's always some weird caucus voice that never matches up to like the emotion that's being spoken. Dolly said, I think Ashley's bio clock was blaring and she would have married. Yeah. Yep. Altavina said, Nikki, that short ginger black man that doesn't like black women is so embarrassing for the UK. And I'm even embarrassed, about especially since it's like back chat, black losers debating. What was that? That was so weird. I was like, what's going on here? Why? I could not believe those women were even in a room with him. I'm like, are y'all being held hostage? What is going on? Stop giving the mic and platforms to awful people. Dahlia said that they didn't want to clock those white woman tears Megan pulled as soon as Javin gave her a little pressure, like, girl. Oh, she cried? Oh, I missed that. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, ciao. RUF said, I'm sorry. RUF said, I'm sorry. Is the Katisha growth in the room with us? I get supporting women's rights and wrongs, but damn, where's her account? How is she the villain? I don't see that. Oh, it's so is it like the suburbs of London? Let me know. I want to go. It looks so fun and mythical. But I'm like, can I go there? Yes, me too. Pi says, no one asked what was Sophie and Javin arguing about. They only had a small amount of time in the pods. I don't understand why their argument was so heated. That's the thing. It doesn't make sense. Like, what were you guys talking about that you were arguing? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. What's Little Black Book? Planning with Danny said, not sure about London being more diverse than New York. Queens has 151 countries represented. Proud girly from Queens here, just saying. Hi, Nikki and Star fam. Happy Friday, y'all. Hi. That's the thing. When I was in New York, guys, I felt like I was the only like American. Everybody was first gen. My ice machine is so loud. It scares me every time. But I was just like, I lived there for 2 years. The only Americans that I met were the ones that I moved from Philly to New York with. Everybody was first gen. I told you when like my first time meeting Black Cubans, I was like, what is going on? I will never forget that moment. This is when I worked at the Gap. My God, today, the Gap is a melting pot. And this lady came over to both of us and started speaking Spanish because that's normal in New York. But I'm like, girl, what is it giving? Hold on. I'm from Philly. I don't know what you're saying. And I told her, I told her, I said, oh, we don't, no Espanol. And I was going to send her to my Dominican manager to help. And my friend was like, oh no, Nikki, mi agua Espanol or something. Cause they used to wear a pin to let you know that you can speak Spanish. And that Spanish came like, but I don't want to, you know what I mean? Uno vaquita despertar así. You know what I mean? Like she was just speaking Spanish. And I was like, oh my God, this is such great. Your Spanish is so like on point. And I said, oh my God, do you take Spanish in school? She said, oh no, I'm Cuban. 19-year-old Nikki was like, huh? I had never seen a Black Cuban. The only Cubans I seen look like, Tony Montana. Never seen she looked like me. I was like, oh, okay. So New York is definitely diverse, guys, from my own experience. I mean, my God, today. And them poor Black Americans are just fighting for representation in New York. But baby, I'm sorry, y'all. It's not a lot of y'all. So you're saying New York, you know what? We're not going to get into culture wars over here. I don't know. I do not know. I cannot cheer for a drunk not serving. Oh, Karen, I said, who the hell on Love is Blind? Here's the thing. She wouldn't have served no time. It was her pompous attitude thinking that she was going to beat these charges when it was her third time being caught drunk driving. Hannah said, I hope you do a live on what happened in the news, Karen. Oh, she really did. Babe, it was about to be a party. Apple cider muffins. Yes. Yes. You're right on time, Jen. Okay, so we'll do a live. How many episodes? Let me know. Busola said, I've seen videos talking about those big corporations in Dubai always. I actually have a friend that works there, and she loves it. She loves it. Hannah said, Jed being a traditional man is scary in my opinion. It means you hold your wife hostage and not let her hold you accountable. Yeah, I want us to be very careful about saying he's traditional and it's his culture. What does that mean? Right? Because when you drop traditional and culture in the form of a relationship, I'm like, oh, you just don't want to say slavery. That's what it'd be given to me. I could be wrong. Pi says, I heard it's a cultural thing with Barta and the whole independence thing. I remember the girl from The Ultimatum said something similar. Well, she grew up with a single mom. And single mom immigrants, and they just had to work really, really hard. So she was just not used to getting things. Like she was used to always working for it. And so that was her excuse. Let me tell you something. Single mom as well. Had to work for everything. If an anointed man that has been properly vetted by my family in the heavens walks up on me and wants to pay for everything, I'm not opening my wallet. All he got to say is he got it. Okay, thank you. Now, does that mean I don't have my own stash? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're not going to financially abuse me. Absolutely. But if you want to flex on a sister, go ahead, King. Go ahead. Dahlia said, I heard Love is Blind will now run continuously with 4 cities per year. Oh, it is. That's too damn much. Give me a break. We need a break, y'all, especially for the holiday seasons. Keep them messy, chaotic shows for the summer. The End of the Age said it's subtitles, I think. The host for Love is Blind France are a black couple. Oh, why y'all just now telling me this? You know, I love them French black people. Oh, they're so gorgeous. They Congolese, ain't they? Oh, they're pretty people over there. Pretty black people. The French, the other ones, I don't know what y'all doing over there. Y'all gotta stop inbreeding. Oh, it's a British black YouTuber. Oh, that's cute. That name is cute. Oh, I love it. Kathy said, Nikki, watch the Jesse Wu interview with Javin, game changer. Production did him dirty. All right, I'll watch. I'm telling you, I grew so much working at the Gap. Like it taught me, like working at the Gap, living in New York City was not like I studied away in like another country. I learned so much. Just living in that city. You would never think that it was 2 hours away from Philly. My God, today. I met Haitian people. I met Black Cubans. I met Black Puerto Ricans. Because the Puerto Ricans I knew looked like J-Lo. I know they came in black till I moved to New York City. I met, now me and him, it didn't work out. But I used to have a crush on this Haitian, what was he? Haitian Chinese guy. Oh, he was fine, but he was crazy. Where the hell you gonna find a Haitian Chinese guy? Come on, y'all. Like, I learned so much from that city. My God, today. It was literally like a study away program. I used to get hit on by them Hasidic Jewish guys. They used to like try to give me, I was a kid. They used to try to give me money. Ugh, that was a little scary. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't go down memory lane. Zora said, I think Barta just wants a life partner. She doesn't want to be led. And understandable. That's very understandable. Tony said, not for nothing, an American will always stand 10 toes down with NY. It's a great place. I like it. I like it. I wish the infrastructure was better because I would absolutely live in New York City. I love my time there. I loved it. NT said, even if Barta didn't intentionally offer to pay after he said he would, as a woman, is picking up a check second nature for her? Well, she said that it is. Not me, though. And I grew up with a single mama. I don't know what the single mama situation was in her household, but whenever a man said that he was going to pay for something, I shut up. Mm-mm. And like, this is the thing. Barta said that she was just like, oh, I'm just used to doing it. You're used to paying for dates with men? Mm-mm. I just, that's all I mean when I say let the man lead, let the man pay. Period. Period. Oh, it's only an hour and a half. Okay. Oh, I'll do it. That's fun. That's fun. I'll actually do that. I want to get a couple more, then I'm gonna let y'all get out of here because I have to go to World Market. They sent me a coupon, and for some reason, when World Market sends me a coupon, I gotta use it like immediately. I have so much festive pasta in my pantry because I shop at World Market so much, and they give you gifts. I'm a mess. Dahlia said, I genuinely believe every young person should work retail or customer services. It does. I agree with you there. And you meet the most random people, and you have the most random friendships. Like my best friend at H&M, I was 19, she was 52. 19 and 52. But that was my girl. We went to lunch every day. Like, we just had such a fun time. And then my two really good friends from H&M, we're still friends today. We just, I love them. Oh, look at me. I had a good time in retail. The only job I hated, the only retail job I hated was Guess, because I got written up and I was young, so I didn't know I could have sued them, but I got written up when working at the Guess for not being sexy enough. I got written up on Sexy Saturday because she was just like, I'm not showing enough cleavage. But I was a kid. I didn't know that I could have sued them. I did not know that I could have sued them. But I was just like, what? She was just like, you have to be like, this store is sex. Like, that is what we're selling. And she even told me that when a male customer is coming in, I have to make sure I bend over. Crazy. I got some crazy retail stories, but Guess was the one retail job that I hated, along with Kmart, because I got written up at Kmart because I was too happy. Again, I was a kid. I didn't know I could have sued. Now I'm an adult. Don't play with me. I will sue. I will sue. But I got written up for being too happy. Like, a customer said that I was like too joyful, and they didn't like that. And my manager was just like, the reason why I got written up was because this store is like for low-income people, and low-income people are miserable. So they don't like to see happy people because they're miserable about their financial situation. It sounds crazy, right? But when you're 17, what do you know? What do you know? Other than that, I love my retail job. H&M was the best one. The Gap, I learned the most. What other retail? It was the Gap, Guess, Kmart, H&M. I think that was it. Yep, that was it. Those were my only retail jobs. But I enjoyed the ones that I worked at, and I still would have been there had life not taking me in a different path. Love Like You Are said, please, the way New York City has the most oddest mixtures. I know someone that is Nigerian. I love that crazy city. I love that crazy city. Yes, please like the live. Oh, where are you at? Is it Saturday? It's Friday. Is it Saturday? It's Friday for me. Where you at? Is it Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. Girl, you had me scared. I thought I missed my appointment. You had me scared in the mug. Okay, oh, I got another appointment on Monday. My God, today. And I got to go to the gym tonight. Oh, I got too much going on. Tony said, watching the different countries will have me adding that language to my Duolingo. I'm currently at 3. Oh my God. Yes. Had me scared. I have to learn Spanish. Because the thing about it is, it's not a need, it's a want, because I used to be fluent, guys. Fluent. I told you, I used to teach the Puerto Rican kids. I had 3 Puerto Rican people that I used to tutor in Spanish. I was so fluent. So fluent. I'm so disappointed. Dahlia said, child, my broke self would have loved having you. My favorite job was Cinemark. So easy. Yes. The retail jobs were fun. You just, it was like you had the biggest mixture. Like one of my really good friends that I worked in retail with, H&M, we're still friends today. He lives in New Zealand. And I just like literally watched him like raise 2 beautiful boys. Like, you will make some really good friends, and they will be all from all different walks of life, all over the world. And it's interesting. Retail, you should definitely work. Me too. I'm happy for them, the scammers. I'm happy for them. You love working at Guess? Did you have to participate in Sexy Saturday? Oh, I hated it. I hated working at the Guess. Anyway, family, your girl got to get out of here. I got to get to World Market and use my coupon. Oh, speaking of World Market, this is what I got from them. I only have this stuff here because I'm filming the video. I'm so excited. And I got to do a return too, because I got this Pottery Barn. This is not a cereal bowl. And for what I paid for this is going back. And I hate doing returns because I'm a retail girly. So I don't like doing returns. But this is not a cereal bowl for a toddler. It's going back. But anyway, let me get out of here. I got to finish my fall shopping. It's that time. It's hot as hell in LA. But it's fall for me, child. It's fall for me. Yeah! So get ready. If you watch my home channel, get ready, girl. I have been filming all week. Get ready. Tony said I had to stop watching your fall content until the end of the month. LOL. But I love the one with you at the scary movie. Thank you. Yeah. Girl, that's where I get the majority of my fall content. World Market. Now this is Mackenzie. She was a pretty penny, but she's worth it. She lights up. But World Market has the best fall content. And not fall content. I got fall content from there. But they have the best fall decor. And it's really affordable. The other places, yikes. Pottery Barn, she got me good. This is why I like to shop in the store, because I would have never picked this up. Oh, Salt and Straw, they also dropped their fall flavors. Yeah, I got to get out there. Oh, well, I have seasonal pots. So my pink pots, I'm putting them away, and I brought out my orange pots. Then I'm putting my orange pots away, and I'm bringing out my red and green pots, and then they all go away, and I use my pink pots from from January through August. And then like if I have like different events or whatever, I'll use all of them together. But I don't need to use all of those pots because it's just sometimes just me and my family. But if I'm having an event, I'll use everything. But I'm a seasonal decor girly. I love that. That's my thing. That's my thing. You've seen them all. Yeah, I feel like you've seen my first pot. You've seen them all. You've seen them all. I only collect every year just because I'm building. I really have not gotten, I'm lying. I did get a lot of pots this year, but I think I'm done. I don't think I need to get anything else. I think this is the last year for me. I don't think I need any more pots. I'm good. Yeah, I learned that too. Them burrows, but I love it. I like, in the places that are mixed and diverse, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love you. You guys have a wonderful Saturday, according to Tony. Have a wonderful Friday. I will see you Monday. I have to not yet sure what time on Monday. Got to figure out the work schedule. When that is all set in stone, I'll meet you Monday at some time. It'll most definitely be after 12. That I know for sure. And we're going to do a reality TV chat. I think I might talk about Love Island just a bit because there's so many things happening. Those kids won't let me rest. Enough, my God, today. But I think I want to talk about them, and then we're finally going to talk about Love at the Lockup. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I'll see you soon for something else. Bye, guys. Yes, Love at the Lockup, Monday. Monday. Love you guys. World